Hey everyone, if you can hear me, please let me know. If you guys can hear me, let me know. If you guys can hear me, let me know. Okay, it's working. I can hear myself. Okay, so here's what's going on. An incident happened. Now, I know maybe a lot of you might not agree with the way I'm going about it, but I have to do what my heart tells me to do. So remember the woman that's been harassing me? She just sent me a message saying that she was going to take my life. She said that she's going to MUR me. She wrote it plain text, said she was going to do it. Now, this woman for a year now has been sending me messages multiple times a day. I've never responded to any. I've never met this woman in person. I don't know her. But I do know that multiple people have had to get restraining orders on her. I do know that. I know that for sure. I also know where she lives. You know, it's a toss-up here. Because it's like, okay, she's obviously got issues. That's obvious. So it's a dilemma here. Because it's like, okay. In several messages, she's written that she's got a weapon. I don't believe she knows where I live. I hope she doesn't. It's like, do I call and file a police report? And then let's say she's working. She'll lose her job. I don't want that for anybody, especially with times like this. You know, I'm trying to be considerate here, but there's a limit. You know, I do believe hurt people hurt people. But the woman, it seems like every day there's a new thing she's accusing me of. I think it's been like 2 years since I even spoke to this woman. I've not responded to any of her messages for a year. This woman, she says I made her handicapped. She said I made her disabled. What? I've never met her. What? She also told me that I'm the reason that she cannot have children. She also said in her messages that I'm the reason why she's not married. I don't know her. Never met her. So I do believe that the things she's saying in her messages, I believe that she believes them. I believe that she believes this to be, she really believes that I made her handicapped. She really believes that I guess, I don't know, made her sterile. I don't know. I don't know what she's saying. I don't know. First she says I'm the reason that she's never getting married. Then she said I broke up her marriage. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know, you know, that many people have had to get restraining orders against her. I do know that. I don't want to ruin anybody's life. I don't know if she's on probation. I don't know how many restraining orders are out currently against her. I personally don't want to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. I'm a very lenient person, but I would also feel terrible if I found out a week from now that she ended up hurting a stranger, and this all could have been prevented if I filed a police report. Do you guys kind of see what I mean? Little backstory. She's also called me the N-word many, many times and called other people the N-word. She's, you know, done a lot of things, but again, I'm like, hurt people hurt people. I kind of just shrugged it off like, okay, you know, maybe she's not well. You know, I just shrugged it off like, okay, the person's, you know, unwell. I mean, I'm not, you know, Again, I never met this woman. I don't know her. I don't know why she's claiming I made her handicapped. I don't know. I don't, you know, and I do know that there are unwell people in this world. Chun Ting, if you're listening, you told me years and years and years ago to blacklist this. Everybody warned me years ago. They were like, and I was like, you know what? Maybe she's just, maybe she's just having some person. I try to be lenient with everybody. I try to. Whether people think so or not, I do tolerate a lot because I know people are only human. Nobody in this world is perfect. And sometimes it can be your season for the worst version of yourself to come out. And next season will be the best version of yourself, right? So I'm aware of that. Also, I'm a mother. I think most of us, most of us, I can't say all of us, but most of us, when we become mothers, we've got that maternal instinct to treat everybody as though they were our children, right? Maybe not like, as far as like, disciplining them or anything, but like as far as having a mother's heart. So if you guys, anybody who comes across this video, if you guys could pray that whatever demons are in this woman, that they be cast out before somebody gets hurt. Because she's definitely a ticking time bomb. And it just seems like every day she's getting more out of control. I would post the email on YouTube, but YouTube doesn't allow certain words, so I'm most likely just going to post it public on my Facebook. Only for awareness, or anybody who's been a victim of this woman. You guys can do what you want. But every day it gets more and more dangerous. And again, I don't want to press charges and ruin somebody's life. Especially if she is unwell. The proper authorities may help, but because she is an adult, I don't think that they would, put her on a 72-hour hold or longer. Like, she would have to request that herself. But she doesn't miss a single video that I post, so I know she's listening. Maybe go to church. Maybe go to church or pray. Maybe play gospel music in your home. But prayer needs to happen. I know that there's a demon that's taken over you, that's causing you to behave this way and causing you to have these thoughts. I would call the hotline if you feel like you're going to do anything dangerous to yourself or others. Call the hotline. Because she only threatened to take my life. That's why I haven't called the hotline. If she would have, said in the message that she was going to do something to herself, I would have called the hotline. I will say, if I get any more messages with you threatening to take my life, I have to contact the proper authorities. I'm trying to give you a chance here. I know everyone is struggling financially right now. This is not the best time for you to have to hire a lawyer and to lose, if you do have a job, for you to lose your job because you've been arrested. I don't want to do this. I really, really don't want to do this. I don't. So please, I would appreciate it if you sent me no more messages at all, but definitely no more messages about taking my life. Because I do know that you are known for doing things like this, and many people have had to get restraining orders against you. So I know that you are capable of doing this. Just quit while you're ahead. Everyone that comes across this video, please pray that these demons leave this woman. Because everybody is a child of God. Every one of us. Just pray that this woman will turn her life around. You know, this is a good time to, you know, get acquainted with God. Good time to do it. Just change your life because you're not going to like it in the penitentiary. You know, since you verbally told me you have a problem with people of color, even though you are, I mean, she's a Hispanic woman. I still don't understand that. I mean, you're a person of color yourself. Hello. I don't know why you use terms like N-word when you're in a group that's just as hated as black people. But anyway, that's for another day. But you won't like it in the penitentiary because you'll be surrounded by all races. So, you know, I wouldn't keep sending threats that you're going to take my life, don't send it to anybody. I mean, you've done this enough. You're kind of lucky you're not in jail right now after all that you've done. So if I get any more messages with you threatening to take my life, I will contact the proper authorities and I will press charges to the fullest extent. I don't want to. You know, it's the holiday season. I don't want to do this. Just please, no more threatening to take my life. Don't send me any more messages like that. Remember, I know where you live, meaning I can send the authorities to your house. That's what I mean by me knowing where you live, is I know where to send the police, is what I'm saying. That's what I mean by that, is I know where to send the police because you're threatening my life. That's illegal. It's against the law. So please don't send any more messages like that to me or anyone else. I also know of the people who currently have restraining orders against you. So if I were you, I would quit while you're ahead. Okay? Somebody who has people coming in weekly to get restraining orders against you, I would quit while you're ahead. I would stop now if I were you. I would stop. Just stop. All right, guys, pray for this woman. Pray that the demons get casted out or that she can get the help that she desperately needs. Again, I am going to post the email on my Facebook because YouTube doesn't allow the words that mean unalive. I'm going to post it publicly on my public Facebook. Just in case anybody is disputing this or anybody says that they didn't do it, I'm posting it. All right, Jamie Seaver 23.